So this is the JBL Live 770NC. And at first glance, it fits right into JBL's familiar formula. Wireless over-ear headphones built around strong battery life, bass-forward tuning, and active noise canceling aimed at everyday use rather than studio precision. But the real question is simple. Does it actually deliver in real life, or is it just another spec sheet winner? Design-wise, JBL has kept things clean and practical here. Nothing overly flashy, nothing trying too hard. The fabric-style headband is a nice touch because it adds a bit of texture and comfort that you don't always get in this price segment. The overall build feels lightweight, which immediately makes a difference once you start wearing them for longer sessions. And comfort matters more than people think, because it's not about how headphones feel in the first 5 minutes. It's about how they feel after 2 hours or 4 hours, or an entire day of on and off use. In that kind of real-world scenario, the Live 770NC does pretty well. The ear cups are soft, the clamping force stays balanced, and it avoids that tight pressure feeling that can creep in with some over-ear designs. Now moving into sound, this is where JBL clearly sticks to its identity. The tuning is energetic with a noticeable bass presence that gives tracks a bit more weight and punch. Kick drums hit with impact, bass lines feel more forward, and everything is tuned to sound engaging rather than analytical. This is not a flat or studio-accurate sound signature, and it's not trying to be. Vocals sit fairly clean in the mix, and the mids don't get completely buried, which is important for everyday listening. Highs are present without becoming harsh. But again, the main focus here is clearly that low-end energy. It's the kind of sound that works best for casual listening, playlists, streaming, and entertainment-focused use. Then there's the noise canceling. The true adaptive noise canceling adjusts based on your environment, and in practical use, it does a solid job of cutting out consistent background noise. Things like air conditioners, fans, office noise, and general traffic hum are reduced noticeably. It's not at that ultra-flagship level where everything disappears completely, especially when it comes to sudden sharp sounds. But for daily commuting and indoor use, it performs comfortably in the good enough to rely on category. The Smart Ambient mode is also useful when you actually need awareness without removing the headphones. Voices come through fairly naturally, and it feels more practical than gimmicky, which is always a good sign. Now the headline feature, battery life. JBL claims up to 65 hours, and even if real-world usage brings that number down depending on volume and ANC usage, the key takeaway is simple. You don't have to think about charging these often. They easily stretch across multiple days of heavy use, and in some cases, even longer. And when you do run low, fast charging support makes it easy to top up quickly and get back to listening without long downtime. Connectivity is stable, pairing is quick, and day-to-day switching between devices is smooth enough that you don't really have to think about it. It's not trying to reinvent anything here. Just keep things reliable. So when you put everything together, the JBL Live 770NC is not trying to compete with the absolute top-tier flagship headphones. It's not chasing Sony or Bose at their peak. Instead, it's aiming for something more practical, a balanced, everyday headphone with strong battery life, enjoyable sound, and usable noise canceling at a more accessible level. And in that role, it actually makes a lot of sense. Because once you factor in comfort, battery life, and that easygoing sound signature, these become the kind of headphones you can just use without overthinking. Not perfect, not class-leading, but very easy to live with.